All right, we're going to do this smooth and by the numbers. The mission is to try to take Schaefer alive. If we can't accomplish that, we need to remove him as a variable. Agent Red, Agent Black, enter high and low on the right side. Agent White with...
Do we know if he's alone in there?
With me. Look, we all need to be prepared for whatever might be in there with him.
Well, what do you mean, whatever might be in there with him?
Do you smell that?
Look, you read the briefing, you know about the rituals and the artifacts he stole. I'm not certain what's in there with him.
So you're thinking he's not alone in there?
Does anyone else smell candles?
Well, our intel reports he's not working alone.
So the answer is no, we don't think he's alone?
What if he attacks?
Then we give no quarter, right?
Right. No quarter given.
Stay frosty, men. It's just a door, and it's just a job.
Sure it is.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Engage! Light it up! Are we ready?
We're ready.
Bring it home on this episode?
Let's bring it home.
Let's try to bring this thing home. Greetings, fellow slinging agents of the wild. It's your trusted handler, Brian, with me, my heart slingers of yore.
The end is nigh.
Episode 4 of our homebrew Delta Green scenario, Gaslight, Disavowed. Last episode, you guys got detracted from your mission and decided to go to a weapons cache. You guys got some goodies. On the way back, you got a call from Lieutenant Davenport telling you that they now have another victim. It seems like whatever's going on, the victim timetable is ramping up. Right now, it's about 7:45 at night. Lieutenant Davenport texts you the address of the latest victim. Says it's on Bourbon Street, right between the New Orleans Historic Voodoo Museum and across the street from the Mississippi Queen Hotel.
Oh, off track.
Still on the main street.
Yeah.
It takes you about 20 minutes to get back to the Gaslight sector. You see there's cops everywhere. The rain is coming down. They're doing their best to maintain the integrity of this crime scene. And you see Lieutenant Davenport on the sidewalk, pointing, talking with other unis, talking with people that are lining the yellow and black crime tape. Tell me what you guys want to do.
Well, we'll leave all our hardware in the car except our personal defense weapons and then go and make contact with Lieutenant Fontenelle.
How far is this from that voodoo museum? Like I can see on the map, but what is that in feet and all that?
Well, the newest body, you see where it says Lafitte Blacksmith Shop?
Yep.
It's just to the south of that. That's where the new body's at.
Yeah. Okay. So around the corner then is that New Orleans Voodoo Museum, right?
Yeah, it's probably about maybe 50 feet from the Voodoo Museum. Only the Voodoo Museum is around the corner
Right.
as well. So,
And isn't that the place that they said they bought some jewelry at?
no,
No, it's not. Okay.
no. That place was further north up Bourbon Street.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we should chat with him real quick and see what he has to say.
Yeah.
And he, obviously, I'm sure the victim is the same MO or whatever it is, missing head,
Exactly.
missing shoulders.
Davenport walks up to the two of you and says, We got another one. Same thing, just like the other.
Is this
Four.
the same day, bro?
This is the same day.
Jesus, 2 in a day. Okay.
Yep. So this is getting out of hand. This is the 6th person. 2 today.
Same thing, tourists, not from the area.
Yep, same thing.
Anyone that you talked to yet?
I'll talk to the wife, and she says the same thing, just like the husband earlier today.
Did they go to a fortune teller?
They did.
Can they describe the fortune teller?
African-American man, seemed local to the area, sitting down, reading people's fortunes. It was odd, though. She did say that a couple of people approached him, and he turned them away. It wasn't until my husband came. It wasn't until her husband came. Hello. It wasn't until her husband came that he actually read her husband's fortune for what it's worth.
Can she describe him other than... How tall is he?
She says she couldn't tell because he remained in a seated position the whole time.
Facial hair?
Clean.
Hair on his head?
Shaved.
So a bald black guy.
He
Any
did
scars or tattoos?
No, but he did look very gaunt. He had no shoes, was wearing trousers that were frayed at the ankles, and a white t-shirt with the sleeves ripped off.
And where was he, by chance?
From my understanding, as I consult the map one more time...
The witness statement, you mean?
I can't even see that. Damn it. Please aren't doing it. From my understanding, he was squatted down over by the blacksmith shop.
Any scars or tattoos?
Not that she could recollect.
Got it.
Look, agents, this is getting out of control. We're gonna have to figure something out. He turns and walks away from you, but I would like for the both of you to make an alertness check.
Your favorite, Odessa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
18, under 60.
All right.
69.
Dude!
I'm gonna guess that's a fail, Odessa.
Oh, yeah. I failed so many times I brought it up to a 35, but even that don't make a difference.
From a 30?
Yeah, or from not from a 30, whatever it was. Yes, from a 30 to a 35 over the last several failures.
That's like 15 fails.
About that, yeah, I've been keeping track.
So, Odessa, as you're watching the lieutenant walk away and you're looking down at the body, you see the lieutenant walk away and you turn and start scanning the crowd, and you see across the street 4 men wearing suits watching the two of you.
Okay. Odessa, it seems we've found our fellow agents.
How do you want to play it?
Well, they're not approaching us, but they know who we are, it seems.
And we know who they are. We could take the position that we're the real FBI, and they're the imposters. Or we can just ignore them. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm thinking we're right in the area where Schaefer was last seen. And so they're in the area as well. I think that this man, this Schaefer, sounds like he's completely lost it. He's homeless. He's a bum. He's probably squatting somewhere. So I doubt he's the owner of the Voodoo Museum or anything like that. He's probably camped out somewhere in this area.
Yeah, he's definitely close.
Handler, what was the area, the blackout area, dimensions? Did they mention that?
No, but they said that they could take out a full sector.
Which is multiple blocks?
Yes.
Okay.
Dare I say they might be able to take out the entire French Quarter.
Okay. Well, are there any so we're in this what does this area look like? This is a touristy area, right? But I'm sure right off the touristy strip of Bourbon Street, it's little alleys and back alleys and things like that, right? Of shops and all that.
Yeah, it starts to degenerate rather quickly. like all the facade of, hey, we're having a good time, we're partying and whatnot, and everything that's all storefronts. As soon as you start getting off the main road, you have a few establishments like the Voodoo Museum or maybe some other little chain, but as it gets deeper away from it, it starts getting more shoddy, more rundown. You start finding where people are living in their apartments and stuff like that. That's not a safe place to be.
So, how far away is Davenport from us now?
Probably about 15 feet, 20 feet away from you.
Lieutenant Davenport, give him a little yell.
Yes, agents.
Is there
He
any,
holds his finger up to Bennings and walks over towards you two.
is there any abandoned buildings in this area? Somewhere someone like this fortune teller person may be squatting? Things I've noticed is that this fortune teller is one of the things that all these people have in common. So I'd love to talk to this guy and see what kind of fortunes he's given them.
Well, if we could find the fortune teller, that would be great. But he's already been on our radar. We've been beating the bush. We've been canvassing all the places where all the homeless people go to shoot up or hang out. Nobody's
This man
seen
wouldn't
him.
be a druggie, from what I can tell.
The way that these people are identifying him, eyes rolled up, gaunt look, scraggly looking, I would think that would be his M.O. I mean,
From
if the
what
guy's
Mr.
homeless and he's living out here, what do you think he's doing?
Well, from what Mr. Wallen said, the husband of the previous victim, he was speaking all sorts of, ritualistic mumbo jumbo. And, I'm not trying to lump all this together, but there is a voodoo museum around here. Do you happen to know if that's running or is it abandoned? Are there any buildings around here that are abandoned that people use? Maybe not the drug hangouts, but criminal people hang out.
I haven't seen any place around that's directly off of Bourbon Street. I did talk to a few of the homeless individuals that, based on the description, I thought might have been the individual we are looking for. Nobody seems to recall this particular person, though. I know that the Voodoo Museum itself, it's closed almost an hour ago. That's a proprietary business that I know nobody is hanging out inside there, unless you've got some better idea.
Are there any alleys around that area? Access points, loading docks, things of that nature where a dude could stay out of sight?
Well, there's alleys all over the place, Agent. I mean, the problem is that nobody's really staying out of sight. Usually the back of the buildings, they have some form of a loading ramp that, depending on what kind of business they are. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they're not, bums aren't sleeping back there. They're looking for abandoned places.
If you were of limited resources, where do the homeless around here go to get something to eat?
Well, there's a kitchen that's a little further south down Bourbon Street. They have a little mess down there that a lot of the homeless are fed twice a day.
Are we getting close to one of those feeding times?
You're about 6 o'clock. You're about almost 2 hours too late for dinner time.
Well, we could go down there and ask, and maybe somebody's seen him recently or knows where he stays. I mean, that's our next best thing.
Well, Agent Adesso, I happen to think that something is hungry. I don't know if it's our friend that's hungry. I'm purposely saying that in front of Davenport, leaving it vague to see if he inquires or anything.
Yeah, it's getting late. We should probably check in with the home office anyway.
He looks at you queerly when you say that. I don't know what you agents are talking about. I'm going to leave you to your business. As Davenport walks away from the two of you towards the body, pulls out his cell phone, you hear somebody scream, "What the hell is that?" As you look over, you see some kind of humanoid resembling liquid obsidian blip into existence. Grab Davenport by his shoulders, and for the briefest of moments, its head opens vertically from its crown, closing around the lieutenant's shoulders, head and all. The air blasts into a crimson spray, and then this thing blips back out.
Holy crap.
The other officers scream, "Oh shit, Lieutenant! It got the LT! Davenport's headless body remained standing in place for a moment, fingers still gripping his cell phone, and tumbles forward. The onlookers begin to scream and begin running in all different directions, trying to get away from something they have no idea of what it is.
What are the 4 agents doing right now?
As you look towards the 4 agents, they're gone. Adesso, your phone begins to vibrate in your pocket.
I turn to each and say, Shaver's got to be close. Take a look around. Well, actually, it wouldn't. There's an hour delay between the last contact and anything else. But let's just see if... Let's scan the crowd real quick to see if there's any indication that he's still around or wanted to see what happened, view his handiwork. So let's start scanning the crowd for a bald, shoeless black guy.
Tall, and then also maybe make our way towards the car.
Yeah.
The whole street is empty except for the police officers, weapons drawn, some of them looking over Fontenot, some of them throwing up next to him. It's clear pandemonium. Those 4 agents, gone. As you look around, make an alertness check.
14. Under 60.
30. Under 35.
All right.
35.
Well done.
The rain starting to come down in buckets now. Mm-hmm. You guys are looking around, trying to find suspect number 1. And as your eyes scan down Bourbon Street, both of your attentions fall on the Mississippi Queen Hotel, and you start hearing machine gun fire coming from the 2nd floor. Mass volume of volleys.
Is it firing towards us? Do we need to take cover, or is it distant fire, nothing ricocheting around us?
It's taking place within the complex itself.
Oh. Okay, how far away is this? Do we run, or do we have time to get to the car and drive it there with our armaments?
It's within walking distance.
We need to get to the car first.
Yes, let's get in the car. You answer the phone. I'll drive this time, and we'll peel us out over there.
Okay.
Yeah, from where you are...
We should be making a call after whoever's calling you, making a call to Glazer.
From where you are, it's literally on the corner of the next street.
We don't need to drive. We just need to get to the car to grab our guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's do that. Answer the phone, dude.
All right.
And I can call Glazer if we need to, so we can be double teaming this.
Okay.
Deso.
Sit rep.
We just had a live incident with many witnesses that just killed our contact, Davenport, right here on the street. Got the sound of gunfire coming from a building across the street. We're going to go check that out. I'll have to call you back.
Keep me apprised. Out. Each.
Yes.
Make your call.
I'm making a call to James Glazer. I'm giving him the coordinates of the Mississippi Queen Hotel as the dead center. So I call up.
Hello?
Glazer.
Yeah.
This is Heisenberg's associate, Okami. We need the blackout now. Location, Center Point, Mississippi Queen Hotel.
Are you sure about this?
We're as sure as we will ever be.
I'll make it happen. Tell Heisenberg we're even.
Understood.
Phone goes dead. 8 seconds later, the entire block is bathed in darkness.
Okay.
The cops go into massive pandemonium at this point. You hear yelling, screaming. Some of them are running over to their cruisers, flipping on the headlights, trying to figure out what's going on. Some of the cruisers are leaving.
Okay. Is Benning still around?
You can't tell. It's so dark and there's so much chaos going on over there. Even to yell for him, he probably wouldn't be able to hear you if he's even still there. But what you do see is what looks like lightning going off in the building itself. Most likely muzzle flashes. Tell me what you want to do.
Let's go join the rave, Adesso.
Yep, let's grab the stuff out of the trunk.
Okay, tell me what you're grabbing. You still gonna grab that vest for Davenport?
No.
It would have worked, but no. We'll have the vests on, and
Yeah,
I'm
well-
grabbing the submachine gun. This is purely for enemy agent fire.
Okay.
And in one hand, I'll have the jack blade, and the other one I'll have. Is this the submachine gun? Is this like a handheld one, like a Mac 10 or one of those HK
MP5s or-
Dylan used in
Yeah,
Predator?
it's like a.
Dylan was one-handing those things when it got chopped
Dylan.
off.
It's a well-worn Chinese K-50M submachine gun, which is a Chinese copy of the Sudayev PPS-43, minus the perforated steel heat shield around the barrel to simplify production. It's got a battered leather satchel containing 6 35-round curved magazines.
Okay. Looks like a little Tommy gun-ish. Okay.
Yeah, it's a spray and pray.
So that'll go as like a burst.
Okay.
Yeah. Odessa will grab the shotgun and he will sling over his shoulder the Mosin. Simply because it's it's going to be big to handle, but I do want the night vision sight. So grab the 12 gauge, I'll load it with the Dragon's Breath, put the rest of the shotgun shells in the pocket of my coat, and off we go.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll pocket the little QH.
Yeah, that
gun,
little
too.
the little Quantum Horizons gun. Yeah.
I'll pocket that too, just for fun. If shit's
Yeah.
going down.
Odessa looks at Okami and goes, "Why not, right?"
Jeez.
The two-story building looks like it's seen the erection of the Union from centuries ago. As actual lightning starts coming down through the sky, the stucco itself seems to soak in the rain, as it, if it's even possible, comes down harder. Again, you hear another volley of machine gun fire coming from the second story, the far left room, street side. Tell me what you do.
I want to take the Mosin off my shoulder and just use the scope to scan the area where this machine gun's coming from, see if I can see anything.
Curtains are drawn tight. Can't see through it.
Okay, I'll sling the Mosin again, get the shotgun up into the low ready, and let's get up there.
Yeah. I'm looking to allow this gunfire to keep going as long as possible. And then when it quiets, we'll enter the room. Or, you know what I mean? There's no need to run in if they're taking care of it.
Who would be shooting, though, is the question.
The agents.
Well, you're hearing
4 guys that took off? Yeah, that's a possibility.
I don't know who else it would be.
Doesn't make any sense to be anybody else.
Yeah.
You enter the foyer, and it's completely dark. You can see at the back of the lobby, there's an elevator. And to the right of that, you see the tritium sign that says stairwell, exit.
Okay. Well, I will holster the jack blade, pull out my pocket flashlight, and use that to go up the stairs.
Okay.
And I'll keep it low, pointed down and all that, so we can see what's in front of us without giving away or telegraphing our position.
You start making your way up the stairs, one foot in front of the other. Eventually come to the door that leads onto the second floor. Another volley of gunfire. Only this time, it doesn't seem as aggressive. Possibly fewer weapons in the battle.
That's what I was going to ask. Can we determine how many different report or retorts are happening? Like, do we hear?
Make an observation check.
Okay.
We both make that?
Yes, absolutely.
10.
Well, I think that'll make it. Up. 1-6. 16.
1-6.
Man, oh my! I've been in the teens all night.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
What sounded like a steady volley, as though it was just on full auto, is now gone down to 2 separate individual reports coming out.
All right. Well, I think we should slip inside this room, and they're probably not going to see us coming in, but I'd like to see the situation that's happening in front of us.
Well, I'm expecting you to get out of the stairwell first.
Well, if we're going into the room.
No, you're still
we
in the
go from the
stairwell,
stair-
looking down.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
down the
And we'll
hallway.
keep making
So,
our way
yeah.
up. I thought we were at the
No, you
top.
made it to the second floor. I'm waiting for you to
I
tell me you
understand.
leave the stairwell.
Oh yeah. Well, then what we'll do is, or what each will do is, each will open the door and take a quick look down the hall, find out best way to find out where it's coming from, or if I can remember when we were outside the building, what side of the building it was coming from, to at least give me a little bit of a knowledge beforehand.
Last room, far left.
Okay.
That street side.
Okay, is there emergency lighting in the hallways?
No, not in a place like this.
No? Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to be near complete darkness.
Well, I have my flashlight. You have your night vision.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're incompatible. You either use one or the other.
Well, I can always turn the thing off and you can look. You know what I mean?
Let's do that.
I think the flashlight, I could click off and you could poke around the corner and see if you see any silhouettes.
Okay, let's do that. I'll unsling the Mosin, rack around into it, sling the shotgun, and tell each to open the door just before he turns the light out, and then I'll look down once the door's open and scan.
Do that.
Okay. You go through what you just described. You look down, you see darkness, and then you start seeing a rapid flicker of light coming from under the far left door, followed immediately by the concussion of rounds going off. And then it goes dark. You hear more screams. Then you hear another volley of one gun this time.
Okay. Well, I say we get the flashlight going and make our way post-haste down the hallway. And I'm not worried about these agents surviving. I'll wait till I hear the last scream, and then we open the door and open fire on what I think is going to be Randall Schaefer, Doc Ran Dahl.
Yeah, I will sling the Mosin and bring the shotgun up, loaded with the dragon's breath, so we're ready to roll.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling it ain't going to be long range.
You make your way down the hallway and wind up in front of room 219. The door is closed. You hear cursing, yelling from the other side of the door. You hear this ungodly, guttural noise. It makes the skin crawl. It makes your eyes involuntarily tear up with fear. I need for both of you to make a sanity check.
Oh, I think that's bad. Double zeros?
That is bad.
I got a 53 under 76. So I
You
pass.
take 4 points of sanity damage each. Odesso, you don't take any.
Okay, cool.
But as you stand next to the door, I need for both of you to make a dex check.
No problem.
48 under 55.
Okay? Each.
Oh, sorry, I actually did the D&D dex check. Rolling again. 55. Oh, it's a success. Under 75.
Under 75. Both
Critical
of you
success.
instinctively dive to either side of the door as these rounds begin to pepper through. Fuck you, I will mess you up. You hear this. The rounds stop firing.
I think that's our cue each.
Agent Blue, are you okay? No, don't say that. Okay, I think, well, we get the surprise on this thing.
Yeah, we
I
kick
say
open the door and start shooting because now we
say-
ain't got hitting friendlies.
I will drop low, and as well, however I can do this, I'll knock the door open and crouch, and I will potentially open up on this thing, and then hopefully you'll be able to do this hellfire over my head or something.
Yep. Well, if you crouch, I'll go high. You go
I'll
low.
lay prone if I need to.
Yeah, you shouldn't need to, but we won't. We will not advance into the room. We just kick the door open, and then you stay low, scan. I'll stay high and scan, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Go on, we're gonna do it.
That's the
opens-
plan.
Who opens the door?
I will if I can.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah, I need two hands on the shotgun, so
Who's high,
Yeah,
who's
I'll-
low?
I'm low.
All right.
I'm high.
Yo, you're fucking high, all
I'm
right.
low pan.
Each, you open the door, come in low. Odesso, you come in high. Entering the room, your senses are assaulted by the smells of scented candles, rum, gunpowder, and blood. You can make out that the room is littered with chicken feathers and bones from many small animals having been tied into fetishes and adorned to the walls and shutters. At the back of the dirty, cluttered room, you see Randall Schaefer sitting on the floor, with only the whites of his eyes showing. Empty bottles of rum surround a low coffee table in the center of the room that's adorned with several lit candles, and at the center of the table is a map of the French Quarter's Gaslight section, above which the focal pendulum dangles suspended from a fishing line. All around the room, blood runs down the walls, looking like melted wax in the flickering candlelight. 3 headless bodies, their weapons close by them, are strewn haphazardly across the floor amidst the carnage still unfolding. And that carnage, the one remaining man from the group you encountered earlier, going head to head with an entity of the likes you've never seen before. Standing 8 feet tall, with skin the color of reflective coal, its overly large head seems to wobble precariously. Bulbous eyes dart back and forth between this man and the 2 individuals that just came into the room, as one of its long, sinewy arms lashes out, trying to grab the man. 51.
Odessa, you go for the beast. I'll go for Schaefer.
Just spray, point and spray.
Yeah, and then if that doesn't work, we'll tag team the beast. But I'm thinking this agent, if he survives, or he'll be firing at the beast too. They know who we are. They know we're not gonna, hopefully they'll side with us for at least this fight.
Right.
It
There's only
grabs
one of them
the
left.
agent
Oh,
and rams its other hand into his chest. The screech that emits from the man is almost inaudible, most likely because of the lack of air coming out of him. He drops to his knees. Let's see what we're going to do with our initiative.
Wait, that was its move,
we
man.
got
We get to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, we got at least one surprise. Huh?
What's your dex?
15.
15. Paulie, what's your
11.
dex? Each, you and I need to do a roll-off. Straight up D20. 5.
Also a 5.
Oh, do it again. 9.
16.
All right. Each, tell me what you want to do.
Well, both the creature and I see each other and have a quick stop, and I immediately move the gun towards Schaefer and launch off a volley.
Into Schaefer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. That's what Odessa and I decided to do. Is he'll take the beast. If I can kill Schaefer, hopefully the creature goes away. But I don't know.
Okay. So,
Prone
give me your
target.
roll to attack.
Okay. What would that be considered?
Firearms.
Oh, just firearms. It's not like heavy weapon. Oh, heavy. Okay.
No, but it does have a lethality. So.
Oh, okay, great. Firearms. There we go. All right. We got a 46
Oh,
on a 46.
there we go.
Roll me a D10 for damage.
Okay. D10. 3.
3.
Yeah.
You pepper up Schaefer, and he doesn't even seem to know that you're there.
Wait a minute. It's the lethality, brother.
It didn't roll. Didn't make it. He needs to get under 10%.
Got it.
On the roll. If he gets under 10%. Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What do I do?
Make your lethality roll now.
I roll under 10% on 2d10?
Yes.
Okay. 98. Nope.
98. Okay. You pepper him up, and he doesn't even seem to notice that you hit him.
All right.
The creature flings this agent to the side.
Agent Blue?
Possibly.
Agent Mush now.
Yep. Looks at you, Odesso, and goes to attack you. Feebly misses.
Shotgun block it?
Yeah, right? Odesso, what would you like to do?
I'd like to give it a burst of dragon's breath to its face.
Now, is that a called shot? Because if so, then you got to wait around.
No, I'm not going to call a shot. It's a shotgun. I shouldn't need to do that. Let's see. It is a 66. And my firearm is a 58. So that's a miss and a critical failure, so probably jammed.
Not only did it jam, it's useless.
Oh. Bang, click. Oh, fuck. Eat this. I'll throw the gun
jams
at it.
into the breach. Each.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Each. Yeah. Each. What? Each at your break.
No, I said it jammed in the breach. The shell jammed in the breach.
His shell
Yeah.
jammed in the each?
Yeah.
Where were you pointing that? All right, out of game real quick, Odessa. Do you want to still do the focus on the each thing, or
No, kill Schaefer. That's our best bet. Because these
Okay,
guys have probably hit it multiple times and it ain't going to do anything. That Bragginsmith might have done something because it's flame-based rather than kinetic. And that was our best shot. So I still think you should take out Schaefer.
Okay, so handler, I have a move and an attack, correct?
No.
No move.
No, it's one action. Move or attack.
Okay, would I be able to? Okay, so what I'm thinking is, since this guy is Schaefer is just sitting there, right?
Yeah, just sitting against the floor.
I
Leaning
could
against the
move-
wall.
I could move for this round, and next round just put the jack blade right at his head and activate it.
Sure.
Couldn't you?
Well,
No.
that would be an automatic hit and all that, or should I?
I'll have you roll for it. But I mean, you're going to get it pretty cleverly.
I could do
yeah,
it-
he's
I
not
could do
he's
it
not
with the
moving.
weapon,
He's
too.
just cuz
I could do it with the gun too, right? Just put it up.
the
to
thing
his
is
head and
like
bolt.
in his condition right now, if he was say somebody else, they would have the opportunity to dodge that. Like you wouldn't be able to put it. You could try to put it, and they would have the opportunity to dodge. That would be their move.
Yeah.
The way he is right now, he's like not even aware you're there. So if you were to go up, you could do that.
All right, and also Odesso, the pendulum thing is there. Do you think maybe knocking that over or something might dispel the creature, or?
It could. What causes me pause is that it's supposedly filled with some kind of chalk. So if we knock it over, we may spill the chalk out, and that may make things worse.
No, that's what we got to do is destroy the chalk or bring it in, he said.
Well, yeah, we destroy the item, but without knowing how it's activated, I'm worried that if we spill it, we just made it worse. You know what I mean? That's my only concern. I
Okay.
see what you're saying.
So should I go up and then try to do the coup de grace on?
Oh, just shoot him. Shoot him again. You got to burst. With the
Yeah, I'm just
lethality
not as
factor.
good at shooting as I am with melee. But okay, I'll do.
Well, wait a
another
minute.
attack
If
on Shaper.
the jack blade is activated by a switch, it's almost like not even a draw. I don't know.
Well,
how
I'm just
detailed
better
we
at
want this.
melee, is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Not by much, but well, let's see. Melee weapons 53, firearms 46. Oh, it's my hand to hand. That's better. Never mind. Okay, I'm just going to do another blast at Schaefer. Now, what I'm thinking is the next round, if it doesn't take him out, I'm going to concentrate on the monster because maybe he's like
Okay.
superhumanly, being held together. Okay, I'm going to do an attack on Schaefer again. That's a 38, which is
right
a
on.
hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I do lethality first
Yes.
or damage?
Give me lethality.
36.
36. Okay, so you do 9 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, I like that, how they do that.
Yeah. Schaefer expires on the floor.
Oh, okay.
And I know listeners, I messed up on the lethality last time he rolled. That's okay though. It's all good flavor.
He could cut it out, but he's not. 'Cause he wants you to know
No, I'm not
he's
going to. I already had to repeat myself too many times because,
What's that?
yeah, fuck you. Because you're stupid Wi-Fi.
My wife? What? How dare
Just
you?
for that, I'm going to get your wife right now. Odesso, you're on the chopping block. This thing comes
Oh
at
shit!
you.
The thing didn't go away.
Comes at you right now. 43. He gets you.
Oh shit.
I got a doubloon if we need it.
Yep. I don't, but you do. This is good.
For 5 points of damage.
Ow.
And I need you to make a dex save.
Oh boy.
Otherwise, it's going to hold you and chop your head off.
Yeah, there's that. Better not fail this one. Ah. 54 out of under 55.
You start getting wobbly to the knees and almost fall to the floor, but manage to maintain your composure. Each,
Yes.
Schaefer, dead, but this thing has not dispatched.
Now I think we should go after the pendulum.
Okay, yeah. So Schaefer's toast. It's around. How far away from I am it? Or how far
Maybe
away?
we should go for the pendulum, bro.
About 10 feet,
Okay. How close is the pendulum?
5 feet.
Okay.
All you gotta do is
well-
kick the table, right? It's on
well-
top of the table.
It's dangling, suspended from the top,
Yeah,
from the
well,
ceiling.
Well, what I'll do is I'll unleash a volley on it. Hopefully, it will hit parts of it and destroy parts of it too, and knock it off. If
That's
not,
a small
I'll.
target.
If not, I'll. Well, I'm just shooting at the.
It'd be better you hit it with the jack blade, just whack. And that
Should
would
hit it with
probably
your
do
Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah.
Sorry. How many rounds are in the burst? Like, am I close enough to just put the gun up to it and blast the actual armature of it or the chalk of it or anything?
Yeah, you could just do that.
Let's try that then.
You don't even have to roll for it. You just blast it
Oh,
because
okay.
it doesn't have a defense.
Okay.
So the chalk shatters. The focal pendulum explodes. Creature's still there.
Of course it is.
Oh,
'Cause this
fuck.
is a rider game, and he's a bloodthirsty handler, and there's no way we can kill it unless we kill it. So, Tony, stop telling me to do these stupid things.
Well, it's my turn now, isn't it? It attacked
Nope.
me, then you go. So now I'm going to
It's
try to
my
shoot
turn.
it with my Delta Elite 10. My Delta
Wait.
Elite 10 millimeter.
Oh, did
Tony
we miss?
hasn't gone yet.
Oh, Adesso, go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somehow he got skipped.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to shoot it with my 10 millimeter because I got nothing else to do. And this is a 47 under 58.
That's it.
So that's a hit.
Okay, give me some
I believe,
damage.
what is it, a D12? If it takes damage at all?
It's a D10.
D10. No, it's a Delta Elite, D12.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
I min-maxed this. No, that's a 5. 5 points of damage.
You pissed it off.
I figured.
Big time. Let's see what I want to do here. Oh, actually, I forgot to have you make a sanity check with that successful attack. Has 2 targets to choose from. 1, 2, 3. Adesso, 4, 5, 6 for each. Adesso. It attempts to grab you again.
Not great.
43. It grabs you, and both of you vanish.
What? Vanish? Oh no.
Half second later, you both wind up on the sidewalk in front of the Mississippi Queen Hotel. Each. The room goes quiet except for the gurgling sounds of the agent on the floor. Adesso gone, the creature gone.
I will, knowing that I'm dealing with supernatural shit here, I will look around quickly, and then I will calm myself and take out my blade and listen and see if I can hear anything.
Adesso.
I'm
Scream,
going to
brother.
shoot it.
I guess I'll
gonna
hear the
shoot it.
gunfire soon.
And that is a 51 under 58.
Well done.
All right.
All right, another D12, yeah. And that is... God damn it, can't even see my die.
Every dice is going off the table.
No, it's
Like,
on the table. I just
Looking
can't
at it
see
with a
it.
jeweler's monocle and shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a 9, not a 6. 9 points of damage.
All right. Each, you hear this gunfire go off from outside the window and a screech. The creature attacks you again, Adesso. 15.
Oh.
Here's my D8.
Uh-oh.
6 points of damage as these talons go into you.
Where are you at on hit points, Adesso?
I got 1 hit point left.
Okay, I'll use. Do you want me to use the gold doubloon?
No, I'm still up because we're playing. I'm still
Yeah.
up, but
Did you want
try
me
to
to-
shoot it again?
Did you
'cause I
want me
got
to
nothing
use
else
it
to
for
do.
that, or did you want me to use it for that and get rid of the 6 hit points so it doesn't hit, or do you want to wait to use it as a don't die sort of thing?
Let's wait to use it as a don't die because I may be able to get rid of it. So we'll see.
Okay, so how long would it take me to get downstairs from? We're on the second floor, right?
Yeah,
Is it right outside the window?
right outside the window. On the ground,
Okay.
right outside the window.
All right, I'm going to do a move and crash through the window and drop down on this thing next round.
Okay. Well, this is your round. This is your turn right
Well,
now.
I only get one move, right? Or one action?
You crash out the window. That's your move.
Yeah, I'm running and jumping out with Jack Blade engaging. And
Oh, that's awesome.
Make a dex check.
I got a gold doubloon too. So, okay.
That's worth the doubloon. You missed. No, I land on him.
57 under 75.
Okay. You take 1 point of damage as you come down.
Okay, there we go.
Adesso. Struck again by this creature, you hear this ki as glass rains down and explodes from above you. You see each coming down from the heavens, sword in hand. What are you going to do?
If I shoot, I don't want to risk hitting each, so can I shoot without that happening?
I would.
You're fine.
You'll be fine.
I got a gold doubloon.
No, you got the doubloon.
We.
I'm going to shoot this creature again.
Yeah,
Just
that's what
so
I mean.
you know,
Uh-huh.
if you have the doubloon and you die, you can't transfer that if you die. So
Oh, gotcha.
Well,
you have to be
if he
alive
hits
to
me
use
and
it.
it kills me, I can say roll again, right?
yeah, right.
So I'll never die. Just multiply colors.
31 under 58.
Hell yeah.
D12. 4.
You see shards of this dirty yellow bone burst off of it, but it's still alive.
God damn.
It sees a new individual coming into the fray. Has two
A new
targets.
opponent has entered the fight.
1, 2, 3 for each. 4, 5, 6 for Adesso.
Oh, doesn't it and I go at the same time? But he goes one after me.
Yeah, but really, Adesso's supposed to go after, but we moved him up forward in the initiative because he got skipped.
Okay.
So it's been going you, then Adesso, then it.
Oh, okay.
It's normally supposed to be you, then it, then Adesso, but
No problem.
because of the initiative got fucked up. So
Okay.
But don't worry, he's coming after you right now each.
Well, I'm 20 feet above him right now, so good luck with that.
Adesso, with each still in the air coming down, you are the only viable target. 62.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
Whiff. Ha.
Well, does the armor help us at all? Has it been
It does,
mitigation
but
of damage
it's
or anything?
negating through some of that. It has armor piercing.
Oh, well, there we go.
You wouldn't
right.
think that.
Now
we
it's
didn't have
each.
it.
Yeah, he swung at me and missed, and now each is in the air
course
with
it
his
has
blade looking all heroic.
I created it. Each.
So,
coming
yeah,
down with the jack blade.
that's right. Now, the damage I took, that's going through the window, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure, because yeah, I haven't landed. I'm incoming. All right, melee weapons now, which is slightly better. 58. 53. I don't want to use the doubloon because we made it for Adesso. Fuck.
Fuck.
I'll give you 10 seconds to make the decision.
Adesso, what do you think?
I think you should
need
hit
more
it
than I
because I
do.
think you may do it. I think
You
may
need it more
kick
than I do.
I do. I only got a point
6,
left.
5,
So me or you,
4.
Adesso, what do you want?
3,
Up to you, Sammy.
2.
All right.
think you hit it,
Well,
you
I'll
kill
do
it.
it. I'm
Okay.
gonna use it.
Gold
I'm gonna use
doubloon
it.
spent.
Yeah, we're gonna use it, and we're gonna chop him with the jack blade,
Go, Sammy!
which does 1d12
Ooh.
damage.
Did you hit
Take
it?
him out!
Well, I rolled and then used. Well, doesn't the thing allow me to the gold doubloon take 10
reroll.
off of that?
Oh,
No,
it does.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
you're
just
right.
take
It
a
does.
10 off.
It does. Okay. It does.
Okay, so that's a hit then by like 5 or whatever it was, and then jack blade damage. 9 points of
right
damage.
on.
Yes.
But it had 8 points left. Coming down out of the sky.
Oh shit! That
Jack
was
blade in hand.
Oh, that was well worth it.
As its mouth opens up, prepared to engulf Adesso, you come out of the sky, jack blade in hand, completely cleaving it from its maw all the way down to its taint.
to its paw.
Both sides crumple off to the side.
Oh shit!
The night grows quiet. Occasional thunder. Second floor has started to catch fire.
That wasn't us.
It's all the candles.
Oh, that's right.
Well, your rounds are up there. Those are going to catch too.
Cook off. It's not a big deal. With respect, shouldn't Sammy make like a dex save at the end to avoid falling damage with a
Yes.
bonus because he landed on the bad guy?
I like that.
Well, that seems just, in character.
You like that, guys? I saved this guy. Give him my gold doubloon. Teacher,
It's for the
you forgot
listeners,
to give
man.
us homework. Agent Karen strikes again. Let's see.
Oh, man.
82. I failed. Well done.
You take
You
2
should have a
points
bonus.
of damage as you land amongst this carnage of a creature that you just annihilated.
Broken by the viscera and all that of the thing. Okay, so
Cool.
okay. All right, it's catching fire. Real quick, Adesso, Handler, what's happening to this thing? Is it just sitting there?
It starts to flake, and you see the pieces of it that begin to molt off actually start to disappear, blipping out.
All right, that's good. We don't need
And
to worry about that
eventually,
body.
the whole thing blips out completely.
You have the remaining teeth from this thing, right, Adesso?
I do.
And there's one that's missing,
Yep.
but who really cares? Like, we don't have any of the files. The medical files are missing. What about the police files? Do we need to go back?
Well, the medical files probably are in possession of the 4 dead agents. With that room being on fire, we won't be able to figure out where they were staying, like a room key or a pass or something like that we could use to
The
trace
agent was
back.
still alive when I left.
Maybe.
He was
but
gurgling.
He was gurgling. We can try to get up there to rescue him, although you're going to have to do that because Odessa's really no room to move.
At this point, the room is engulfed in flames.
Throw the
And
hellfire
there's that
rounds.
too. Yeah.
Throw the hellfire rounds into the
Yeah, and
fire.
the dragon breaths start going off.
Oh, okay, great.
Maybe popping. Yeah.
Yeah, they're making things much worse than it needs to be.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, okay, we need the files.
Let's
we
drive
can now.
back to the police station and ask old Bennings that we need the files.
Well, the power should come back on any few minutes, and we can then take charge of the scene, so to speak, and start ordering everybody around because we have ostensibly 4 dead FBI agents. None of the cops are dead, but this is
We
now
don't need
our
to be here for that. I think what we should do is go back to the precinct, tell Officer Bennings that 4 of our agents lost their lives in a firefight with Doc Ran Dahl, and that we need to get these files of the victims to go over and see what kind of pieces might link together, and then we just leave.
We just write off the files.
No, we go and get the files.
Yeah, we don't know if Rondell will give them to
Even
us.
then,
when we
like,
ask.
okay, so out of game real quick, I don't understand why we need the files. Because
That was
it's
part of
like,
our
oh,
mission to
well,
destroy it.
this is what happened. It's like, okay, we stopped the monster, we stopped the guy. It's not our fault if there's some Xerox copies of potentially false reports that no one can explain.
That's the mission.
Okay, so what do you think about leaving the scene while this catches fire? And the only thing that we need to procure then is that tooth and then the files. And then we say that we're going to take these to our LA office.
Well,
And
this is all the same day. You know what? It's entirely possible that
it's still there.
he may have it in his pocket.
Davenport.
Yeah, he may not have ever had time to turn it over. So let's respectfully take a minute to search for the body.
We have to get back to the crime scene. We're a block away or whatever.
Yeah, well, let's do that then.
Okay.
Let's be cool about it. You know, since we don't need the Mosin and the shotgun. Well, the shotgun's gone, but I don't need the Mosin anymore, so I'm going to discard that and just put my Delta Elite back in my holster.
We just put it in our... Yeah, I guess.
We don't need it.
Yeah,
We aren't going to take. We can't take their
true.
car. It's a police car. It's
Well, the
chipped.
car is we left back there.
Yeah, we're going to grab an Uber and go to the airport. And so,
Yeah.
all right,
Okay.
So
We got to
we'll
go
go
to the
back
precinct
to-
and get the shit.
yeah, we'll go back to the scene back to the crime scene, and hope that everybody's still around and have left everything because there'd be a lot of panic, and the cops would be trying to perform a perimeter around the machine gun fire. None of them would have been dumb enough to move in like we were, but we'll see.
All right, so we're back at the scene where...
Yeah, we'll walk back to the scene, waving our FBI credentials at anybody who asks.
And let
Is
them
that
know
your
that
final
we need,
answer? Holy shit, guys.
we need we need officers over at the Mississippi Queen Hotel. We have agents down. We need someone to secure the building. It's on fire.
Bennings hears this. He takes a detail of 3 officers, leaving 2 behind to stand watch over Lieutenant Davenport's body. Mm-hmm. They're waiting for the medical examiner to arrive. Meanwhile, you have not just Davenport's body, but the earlier victim that was in the same area. Mm-hmm. The officers, they look exhausted, mentally wiped out after everything that has happened, leaving Davenport's body to your devices.
Okay.
It doesn't take long to
Officers.
find it. Yeah.
Sorry, officers, we're here. You look like you could use a moment. Why don't you take a minute to compose yourselves? We'll watch the deceased and Davenport as well.
Yeah, they do. They take a break. They go around the corner, some of them hugging each other, weeping, crying, leaving you alone with Davenport and the other victim.
I go through his pockets looking for that tooth.
You find it.
Let's go through the body, the other body, just as best I can. Go through and make sure there's no remnants of the other in there.
Roll a d20.
It's also dark, so here's my flashlight.
Yeah. 18.
18.
Oh.
You find another one of those yellowed, blackened,
Jeez.
those black and yellowed teeth. Pull it out, put it away. Eventually,
total-
the officers come back. You hear the van coming down the street with the medical examiner in it.
Got it.
So that's a total of 5 teeth, Adesso.
Yep.
I expect we'll be turning in 5 to
7 bodies, 5 teeth.
Heisenberg.
We'll be turning in 4 teeth.
So now we've taken care of that. Now we need to get to the police precinct and get those files then, right?
We can try that.
Well,
Let's ask Heisenberg. I'll get out of earshot of everybody except each and use the phone and call Heisenberg.
I'll keep them over the other police officers. I'll stay over by the body and the medical examiner and all that. Keep them at bay.
Go ahead, Adesso.
Well, here's the recap. We vanquished the creature. We've also terminated Shaver. Problem is, the location he was holed up in is now completely on fire. Not our doing, but it's completely on fire. All evidence of everything. I don't have our files. I don't have your file. And any file reports of what was going on with the police are in their possession right now. The 4 other agents that came also perished, and their remains are in the same location as Shaver's and also probably lost. The only loose ends are the police's files themselves, and all other traces of stuff we're going to destroy. All the things that we've recovered, we'll destroy.
All right. Don't worry about your personnel files.
Okay. Well, we have no way of knowing. Our best case scenario is they're with Shaver. If they're not, no idea where they are.
They were never
And the
there.
bodies, they were never there.
No.
They were never there.
They were never there.
That fucker.
But I needed you to get the job done. I needed the job done, and I needed you to do it. Because you're the best I have. And I couldn't take the chance that you would be unavailable.
There are 8 bodies that still need to be dealt with.
I've got a team en route. They'll finish the cleanup. Is the creature handled?
Yes.
Then get on a plane and get your asses home and hug your loved ones.
Adesso out. Hangs up the phone. He walks over to each. There
What
were
did he
no
say?
personnel files. They were never there. He just needed to make sure that you and I would come and do this job because he couldn't depend on anyone else.
Well, we've never said no before. Maybe he said that because you might be looking to get out this game.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There was a whole nother group of guys sent. Not just one, but 2. One group was wiped out. The second group was also wiped out. You and I came in and got the job done, but there are other things at work here. This rabbit hole goes deeper than you or I know.
And we will discuss that rabbit hole in all the finer elements of this season of Gaslight Disavowed on our after action report. Well done, men.
Dropping out of windows on your ass.
I love that. Yo.
I froze up in that whole thing. What happened? So LT walks away and then something pops up by the body.
And that was good, right? You're going to have to re-say it, though, but that was really good.
Let me see if I can re-say it.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora Radio, iHeart Radio, Amazon Podcasts, and Audible. And if you like what you're listening to, be sure to leave us that 5-star rating and review. Don't forget about our YouTube channel at Roll the Hard 20. So if you're into watching and you want to help support the show, then head on over and hit that subscribe button. It really does help the show out. We can also be found in the wild on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so don't forget to look for us there and check us out. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com, where you can download the current show directly, pick and choose past shows from our archives, or view our galleries. We've got a lot of stuff posted over there, so check us out. And finally, join us on our Patreon at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast, where you can become a hard slinger and pick up swag. So until next time, keep your dice warm and your glass topped off as you roll those hard 20s.